Hey guys, what is up? It is me, JB1 here back again, and today we are back playing Resident Evil 4 The Mercenaries, and this time is going to be a tutorial on a challenge, not the classic mode, so yeah. And by the time this video is being uploaded, I hope you guys have a very happy Merry Christmas and all that stuff, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all those holidays, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's more that like, you know, are celebrated after or on the same day. I don't really remember. It's like, what, Kwanzaa or something? I don't really know. Well, hope you guys had a good time and, you know, y'all hung out with family, you know, be happy that you got presents. An Oculus Quest, not Meta Quest. That's, no, why would anyone want that? An Oculus Quest, that's way better. I'm still crying about that, but either way, yeah, this is going to be a tutorial on one of the challenges called Time Rush. Now this one is like one of the more, you know, trivial challenges out of the bunch, mainly because it's, well, it kind of like tells you right here, time extensions provide only small amounts of time, but they continue to spawn randomly around the map. So, and obviously you can easily tell, like, okay, so this is more of just like, they're just going to appear random, and, you know, you can obviously see that, like, you know, you can cause, or you can see like problems with that, like when you first play it, and because it's like, so how am I gonna have to, you know, be running around, kill enemies, and at the same time trying to find time extensions, and, you know, have to make sure nothing goes wrong, or else I might lose a combo, or I might lose time normally. What we are gonna do is, I'm gonna go to classic mode. I'm gonna show you, like, you know, where to easily predict it, and yeah, and it's more fitting to be Ada right here, since, you know, she is the star of the challenge, so here we go. So, it kind of depends on just the, right now, this is the best spawn, and obviously we're not gonna focus on, you know, the timers that are on the ground, because those are there by default, but you can use this area to be one of the better spawn points. I'm just supposed to stop. Okay. But either way, and I got media syncing. I do not know why. Why do I have media syncing? Okay, well, that was just kind of weird. So, when you spawn up here, obviously, you're out in the open. So, I cannot really think of anything to say. So, but the thing is, obviously, let's just use those timers that are on the ground as examples. So you could either just look around out here to easily get it, but if we're talking about Time Rush, the timer will usually spawn here, this area right here. It will usually spawn right, it's been so long, but it either spawns there, down there, where that little hut area thing is. It either spawns up there, or either spawns below you, so that's when you have to go down. That's when you have to go down, and then the timer will be right here. So obviously, let's just go get some of these, so then I could have a more proper explanation on things. So that's just the gist of, like, the spawn. Obviously, the best spawn is, like, you know, you spawn here, and the timer is right there, because that is, you know, quick enough so that you can actually go down here and grab the timer. And not only that, but it leads you to your first bonus chest. Now this is going to be a challenge where it's technically okay if you get, like, roughly, like, you know, 10 kills. As long as, like, you know, you can still pass 10 kills, then it's technically okay, because obviously this challenge is more about time, not about, like, you know, how many kills you could accumulate within that time. It's more about that. So obviously it's about time, not, you know, getting kills. And it's kind of both if you think about it. So obviously there's that, and now let's just use 4 main spawn points. So we're gonna go here and go here on that building, right here around this area, and then right here. Now the timer, now I am gonna link a video, and, you know, one of my friends, they did make a video about this, so they did make a video about this on, well, it's not really just a single guide, it's more of like you know, a bunch of guides in a row. So I am gonna link a video. His name is, pretty sure you might be familiar with his name in the Resident Evil 4 community, Sarcosicus or Sarcosutras. I personally like to call it Sarcosicus, so there's that. But he does explain like where they are, the timers are. Okay, you're gonna need to calm down. I can't really explain the tutorial. See, this is, I need to be more professional about my videos. Obviously, I stopped caring about professionalism a long time ago, but the thing is, obviously, it's gonna be, one of the timers is gonna be, I'm gonna walk around, you know, this way. So, first timer is gonna be here. Now, as a reminder, because this is very important as well, all timers do not spawn indoors. There's only one timer that does. So the first one is there. The second timer will be here, in this area. The third timer will be up there. The third timer is up here. Well, it's not like all the way over here. It's like roughly like right there. I'll show you in like later an actual example of this. Fourth timer would be under here. It wouldn't be up there, but it will be like right here. And the fifth timer, it would be over here, where the actual player spawn would be. It would be right here. And the fifth timer would be right here, this area. Previously where I was, so there's that. The other timer would be in here. I gotta get rid of. Oh. The other timer would be in here. Oh, okay. That would be like the only place where it would be indoors. And then the last timer will be up here near where the dynamite is. So obviously you kind of get the gist of where all the timers are. Now, here's the other question. Where can you usually predict those? Well, I'm gonna actually show you how. So, and we're gonna use that same, you know, pattern. So, depending on, you know, where you stand. So, let's just, you know, put in electricity. But so if you stand here, and there's two different timers in this game. There's, what am I thinking about? So yeah, two different timers. Oh yes, okay, two different timers. So it's the one that spawns the farthest from you, and the one that spawns in a counterclockwise motion. Now, if you go watch, you know, Sarko's video about that, he will kind of explain that like the counterclockwise timer usually spawns depending on, you know, enemy count and like, you know, how long it's been. So it's kind of like that. So, well, I'm gonna explain. Yeah, so it does spawn in a counterclockwise motion, and I can explain where, you know, where you would usually predict, you know, where you should spawn or where they would spawn. So if you're standing here, the timers should spawn either here, right there, up there, or it will spawn down there, or on that, you know, platform above. So that's where that would be. If you're over here where the other timer is, right over here, it will be either over there, the platform down there. Okay, these guys didn't get nowhere. Okay, I did not expect that to happen. Okay, there. Okay. Or, in some very rare cases, it can spawn back over there. Sometimes it could spawn up there as well, and it will spawn between those two up there. It will either spawn down here sometimes. Now, if you're over here, it would either spawn up here, over there where that one ganado is leading to that window. It will spawn up there, and it would usually spawn down here, although that's very rare sometimes. And if you're up there, you would usually see the timer. Oh, there's someone on messaging me or something. It's a notification. I don't know. It will either spawn over there, right here. Usually if it spawns out far, that's just kind of unlucky, but usually it will spawn either here or here. Sometimes you would actually see it spawn down there, but usually that half of the time, that timer only appears when you're getting the one up here. Or then it might spawn down there sometimes, but usually it'll spawn either here or up there. I will have, you know, once my computer, I don't know when I'm gonna get it back, but probably one day, but because there's errors, I will probably get it back fixed up, and then when I actually do fix up the previous videos, I can actually, like, you know, fix it all up and, you know, make everything more playable, or even make more sense if that works. But I will have images kind of showcasing where you would exactly, you know, see it. Now let's just go to the actual, you know, mode itself and put some practice into that. Now this mode is entirely different than what I was just, you know, discussing. Alright, so up here, now ammo is very important. So, and here is also a good spawn, but as you can tell, one of the timers is up there. So, I'm gonna see if I could get around roughly 200. Or, I don't know, let's see. First timer would be here, and I'll start it. Now, it is important that you do brace the stock up your shoulder, because if you shoot it out fast, like here, then it's going to start losing accuracy. And obviously you got to be quick, because notice how it says I get 30 seconds. And you might be thinking that's not really a problem if I'm getting 30 seconds a timer. The thing is, it goes down 5 seconds every time. So because I'm here, the timer would be over there. So I'll just run over here. Now, either way, you could do it both. But alternate back and forth, or else the enemies will stop spawning. But here's the other question: what about Salvador? How do you get rid of Salvador? It's easy, just run and gun. And because I'm down here, let's look around and see. Okay, I can't really find it, and okay, see, it's over here. So that's when we would run over here. Okay. So yeah, what about Salvador? Yeah, you just run and gun. So. Obviously, we could just Salvador, and there we go. Obviously, yeah, it is a problem since you do waste bullets. Oh, that actually scared me a bit. I just froze because of just how scared I was. Okay, that kind of threw me off. Okay, but see, and because we're up here, we're gonna look around. That's the closest, and we'll go over there. All right. And see, now it says 25. I'm looking around. There's a... Oh, okay. I just lost a combo. Whatever, it's about time. Okay. So, yeah. Or, actually, we'll keep doing this until... We'll see. So, and because one timer... If you can't really find it, it's usually... Yeah, it's usually in an area kind of like, you know, depending... And see, that's where the other timer just pops in. I'm looking around. There's a timer right there. So, I'm just going to go up here and go get it. Okay, I'm looking around. I'm gonna say I'm looking around so many times. And was that Salvador? I saw something. Pretty sure he was going up. So I'm going over here. And because depending on where the timer is spawning, so if it spawns over there, then you will run up through there. If it's up there, then you go back through here. And because Salvador is trying to get in our way, because he does not like the fact that I killed him like 100 million times in the previous games. He's going to try to kill me, so. And there's a timer down there, so I'll go run down there. He's going the wrong way. He thinks I'm going on top of that ladder. There we go. And I'm looking around and see it's up there. So, obviously it is important that you do is kind of scan it as well. And if you do, look, we have like 3 minutes that's kind of just like, you know, used. And I'm looking around again, and as you can tell, it's up there. So. Let's look and see, it's over there. And because, well, you might be thinking that, like, oh, how can you do? Bear in mind, this map isn't really that large if you think about it. Or it could be confusing and, like, you know, just like, oh my god, it's like, where do you go? Oh yeah, and during these times, if you happen to go across a chest that is right next to a bonus chest, go for the bonus chest as well. But do it in, like, intervals. So The first time you do one is at the start, which is why I say, you know, spawn up there, then go to the chest down there, so then you can actually start the combo. And then the second one will be around 25 seconds. And then the third one will be around 30 seconds. I'm looking around and see it's up there. Now, if there was one over there, then that's obviously bueno, but obviously, okay, it's not even there as well. So example of just using a chest like this would be like this. So you grab this one, you scan the area, and then obviously you just go for it. And obviously you don't really need to rely on like one hand. Oh, okay, that does not sound right. Why would I say that? You don't have to rely, like, because obviously it just depends on if you're bracing this against your shoulder. But yeah, you could just do something like this and then let's see. But obviously less than 5 or less than 10 kills is pretty good unless you already have a full combo. But that's where the problem goes in. You obviously need kills in order to actually keep bringing the combo. If you do notice that, you know, enemies didn't really stop despawning, or I wasn't really getting any enemies to begin with. Obviously you could still tell that they are still trying to spawn. Because the thing is about this game is that there are spawn lines, which I did already discuss, and which... Oh yeah, you do get a flash grenade as well. Okay, don't change... Why am I changing topics like that? But the thing is, and I actually kind of forgot what I was saying. Okay. Oh, it could be up here. That's like... If you don't see it, it could either be in there, or sometimes you could look up here, but... If you don't see it up here as well, then it's obviously inside. I wonder if there is a chance we can see... If I can get a chest like that inside, so then I can actually easily, you know, so I can actually somewhat tell if I did see it or if I didn't. But here we go. So obviously I'm looking around, but I mean I already did see it, but I had to make the gesture. I forgot what I was actually talking about last time, so obviously I'm not gonna try to bring it back up. But oh, there's that. Obviously, oh yeah, when you go through here as well. You could do this, so then you could actually spawn those enemies right there. Alright. Obviously, it's... Oh, okay. But yeah, oh yeah, spawn lines. That was what I was thinking about. So, about the spawn lines, because the thing is, what I usually see, what most, you know, normal Resident Evil players, normal and VR, is that usually they'll just be killing, you know, ganados, and then they'll usually be confused about why, like, there's just suddenly no enemies all of a sudden. And then, like, when they walk, like, across the whole map, all of a sudden hordes of them are spawning out. It's because they spend too much time in one certain region that the game, like, I'm assuming it kind of works like this. It probably doesn't, but it's safe to assume that, you know, it's kind of logical that it kind of works like that. It's like based on, like, you know, some sort of like timer refresher. So obviously, let's say that this is, you know, a spawn line. I cross it, and then I have to wait, and because I'm in this certain area, I have to wait roughly like a few seconds in order so I could cross that area again in order for enemies to spawn. But the thing is, I'm not crossing it, or I can't cross it because I'm already on that area. There you go. So going in, and we have, you know, roughly 30 minutes. Now, the thing is, if you think that, oh, like, so if it increases by 5 seconds, does that mean you're just gonna get it until like 5 seconds are left for each 1 minute? No, you only get 10 seconds per timer, which is very generous, and that's actually really good, because then you actually still get enough time to actually, like, you know, make the run. But what you also could do is, if you are out of, like, if you are actually out of time, you can't simply rush for it. Like, make sure your time gets drained all the way to 0, then use it right at the last second. So then, because it plays out animation for it, okay, it's up there, but see, that's where the counterclockwise was. Took some time, and then it decided to spawn over there. And see, that's where both of them decided to spawn. Right? So obviously we could just run up over here. And if you did notice, yeah, well, I did drop my combo many times, just very, you know, poor of me for doing that, and it was still saying, hey, follow my tips. No, No, that does not sound professional to me. The thing is, it's, you know, I'm still fighting enemies. It's not like they just decided to disappear whatsoever. I don't know if I used all bonus chests. I did, so there's that. Maybe if I actually did, you know, somewhat care about where my YouTube direction went. I mean, obviously I don't really care about it. Just mainly because of what the site became and just full. Like, I think like during the time when I actually did start, you have to do clickbait in order to actually get views. So I gotta lie in order to get views? Why? I don't want to do that. The other timer should be up there, so we're gonna go up here. Alright, there's a ganado in there, so here. But due to unfortunate, like, you know, timer placement, sometimes you are going to be collecting timers that kind of force you to be stuck in a certain region in the map, causing, like, you know, you to obviously, like, you know, experience moments where enemies stop spawning. But there's, like, you know, when you go up here, obviously there are going to be enemies that do spawn. So for example, like going up the ladder here, and then up there would start spawning enemies. Then going back over here, when you cross that region over there, it would actually start spawning enemies through here. So we're just gonna keep going. Now this might be one of the longer tutorials, probably, or I don't know how long I've been playing this, but let's just kind of like cut it short. Maybe we'll get to somewhere around 20. Maybe around 20, and then we could just cut it short. Might as well. Alright, there we go. I would try to make a tutorial for every single... I would do that. I would make a tutorial for like every single, you know, stage there is and all that. So I would do that. But obviously there's... goes right here, and then start killing them here. Okay, I keep forgetting I have to do that. Usually I kind of forget about these strats, since I think the last time I actually did, like, you know, submit a high score for this run was like a few months ago. Like I said, like good like 2 or 3 months, something like that. I mean, I think it was somewhere around like 2 months. I don't know. Oh yeah, we already had 2, so obviously that's just like the video. So instead of killing them, we're just going to see if we could try to, you know, predict timers. So obviously it's going to be up here, and the thing is, there's only 2 at a time, so you can't just like, you know, wait out until 2 up here. Then it's going to be down there. Usually that's kind of like the case if you're up there. Expect their timers to be like down here somewhere. I'm looking around here. Let's see, so it'll be over there. So this side. So if you kind of notice, it's gonna, the pattern's gonna be like this. You're gonna go, you know, round over here to around back, or it could be, you know, around here, then go up to there, then around back over there. So it could be something like that. So that's, you know, kind of pretty much it that you just have to showcase. Obviously, it's, you know, conserve your ammo, make sure that, you know, you gotta get the most of it. Like, you can't just leave it out like here. You have to pick it up, because even though they are dropping ammo, the thing is, look, I got 291 bullets, but, you know, 24 bullets is not really that generous when you could drain it all in like a few seconds. Actually, yeah, pretty much, but that's just like the, you know, the general route of like, or the general, like, what you just have to do normally. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is when it goes to that. I hope you guys kind of like, you know, enjoy this, and I hope that you guys, oh look, there's the timer in there. So yeah, if you can't, actually, I don't even know if there is a timer out here somewhere. It's probably up there, but it spawned much later. Oh wait, no, actually, that's an actual, that's like the only timer that does spawn. Oh, it's back there, but I think I did get it or something, I don't know. But yeah, timer does actually spawn in here. in order for you to get it. So there's that. And I hope, you know, I said that many times, but I hope you guys do, like, you know, somewhat enjoy this. And, you know, if maybe this is, like, something that I could probably keep doing. I mean, I do plan on, like, you know, posting more tutorials, especially, like, the ones I'm kind of, you know, thinking about is, you know, make it count or kill rush. It's probably between those two. And I do, you know, plan on making a, you know, a video just me playing through the cover of night, which is the, you know, playing in the village with. Oh, okay, I thought I would get that, but just playing through, like, you know, the village as Wesker with regenerators. So it'll be something like that. And I got a new high score. Yo, that's like world record right there. Actually, hold on. Just for checking, I want to know where would that actually put me in the leaderboards? If you think about it. I do especially want to cover Kill Rush because, where is it? Hold on. Time Rush. It's probably not that, so 206. Actually, no, that would actually put you in like 3rd place. Yeah, so that would actually put you here. I thought that was like kind of low because I haven't checked the leaderboards in this in like forever, but obviously some names are different. Yeah, some names are different. Okay. But one I really want to cover is Kill Rush. Because if you do notice, a 2 million score. How can that be done? Well, it's simple because you can actually extend time. Well, because it's a stage that's all about time. That's technically, you know, the reason. Obviously, through here, you know, with these scores, I could expect the, you know, Sarko's score to, like, you know, like go around like 1 million as well. But the thing is, he's also doing like his own thing, so obviously I still gotta wait for the time when he comes back. But if he does come back, then yeah, we might be like the only ones with like millions of scores, while everyone else is like, how did they get that? But yeah, that's pretty much it. All I have to like just say about, you know, the time rush, you know, level. The thing is, within my score, I got 118. So if you do know how to, like, you know, take advantage of, like, you know, the timing predicting, you can obviously go around there. And obviously I didn't stop from start to beginning. So, you know, there's that. And hope you guys like this video, and bye.